portfolio yourself. So that is important and needs to be taken seriously, right? But yes, they can definitely add that moderate diversification benefit to a portfolio of publicly traded stocks and bonds. So that is it, my friends, for this learning module. Let's have a look at the summary. So private equity means investing in private companies or even public companies, but with the intent to take them private. So either way, they have to be private or they have to be already private or then either taken private. Either way, they have to be private at the end. And you could buy mature companies using a lot of leverage. That's called leverage buyout. You could buy baby companies, startups, venture capital, or somewhere in the middle, providing them growth capital. How to exit and take your money and get out of that transaction? Best is IPO. It gets you the best value. Hardest to do, most expensive to do. You could sell it to a strategic buyer, not another private equity firm. This is somebody within that industry. Another private equity firm would be what we call that as a secondary sale, right? That's different from a trade sale. Secondary sale is, let's say you are focused on venture capital and then you grow that company and then it wants to grow more, but you want to get out. So you sell it to another private equity company that specializes in growth capital, right? IPO is like a SPAC is like a reverse IPO, that you make a shell company, you do the IPO first, you get the money, and then you go around looking for private companies to buy. And if you can't buy it within 24 months or whatever is the time period that you said you would buy it within, then you have to give the money back to the investors. Right, and what did we talk about private debt? We said there are various types of it, including direct lending, where you give money, loans to a company which is not able to get it themselves, and you usually get the loan yourself and give it to them at a margin. Mezzanine debt is almost equity, so very, very junior, subordinated, unsecured, with probably an option to convert to equity as well. Venture is given to startups and they're not being able to get it themselves because they're too young and not having enough history. And distressed is companies facing difficulty, but you believe in them and you think you can turn them around or you can help turn them around. So that is it, guys, for this learning module. Hope to see you in the next one. And thank you very much. Oh, we still have one learning outcome left. Sorry about that. The vintage year. Yeah, of course. How can we miss this? So with the business cycle discussion, that it's very, very important that you try and diversify the private capital across the different vintage years. So if in case one of the funds was made in a year which was ill-timed, right? So because you've diversified across different vintage years, you would be able to limit that ill-timed exposure in your portfolio. And all of this so that we can have a moderate diversification benefit within our portfolio of traditional investments, which are publicly traded stocks and bonds. So that is it, guys, and see you in the next one.